wiping away my sweat moustache.
Proper sweat moustache. We are in Bali. Yay! So we thought we would film a few superlatively wonderful videos, and
because we don't know when we're going to see each other again.
Which is really sad.
We last saw each other 4 months ago, before I went to Siberia.
Yeah, it's this one. She just messes up friendships because she's never here. So today we're going to be talking about how you fall in love. We have the answers.
Except for we don't have the answers, and the story goes like this. Out here in Bali, I'm living in a very particular place called Ubud. And Ubud is where Elizabeth Gilbert came in Eat, Pray, Love. It is very yoga and green juice, and everybody is vegan, and it's very spiritual. You know, like my first 2 or 3 days here, I said to somebody, you know, my energy just needs realigning a little bit. And if I were in London, I would immediately follow that with an apology for being such a wanky bastard. And here, everyone's like, oh, which chakra? Tell me more. And so, some of the practices I've undertaken have been a little less conventional.
So, yes, we have had quite a disagreement, haven't we, about certain something.
I'm going to see a love coach. Because so judgmental.
No, do you know, it's not judgmental. It's not judgmental.
Wait, well, let me explain.
Okay, you explain.
So I'm going to see a love coach in a very serendipitous turn of events, because that's what Ubud does. I was sat having my breakfast the other day, got chatting to the lady next to me. I said, what do you do? She said, I help women find the love of their life. Which, you know, I'm kind of in the market for, because I've been single for a really long time, and I would really like to share these adventures with somebody. You know, I'm not desperate, I've just got a lot of love to give, and the right guy isn't coming. And I just had a text message from a friend who said, you know, Laura, you date a lot of people, you meet all these guys, and you always say they're not the right one. She said, but maybe you just need to adjust your attitude a little bit. Maybe you need to go in for the slow burn, stop looking for fireworks straight away, invest time and energy into these people. And I had messaged my friend back and said, yes, maybe I have a few funny ideas about love and men, and then sat down next to this woman who said, hey, I can help you rearrange the thoughts in your head so that you can be a bit more productive in finding a mate. And I think that's a great thing, so I'm going to do some work with her.
However, everything that you just said, you could have stopped at your friend saying to you, Laura, maybe you're looking at men in the wrong way. Maybe you're looking for love in like quite a restricted way. Maybe you could broaden your horizons and look for the slow burn rather than the fireworks. Maybe you could do that.
Yeah.
And that was free. And what brilliant advice.
Yes, but I believe I have some, like, in your mind you have a belief system, and I've built up a certain belief system about love and romance and men that sometimes mean that I write them off really quickly, and not just one flippant comment is going to undo that. I would like to work with somebody to sort of explore why and how I can open myself more to.
See, I don't know whether that's to do with love per se. I think that's like a personality trait. It's not
that I'm just closed off.
I don't think you are, but what I mean is, like, I see the value in therapy, for example.
Yeah.
I see the value in, if you feel you have issues that you need to work through, that a therapist is a really great investment. But what I don't believe in is somebody charging somebody to help them fall in love, which is something that you are totally capable of on your own. You've done it before, you've been stung, which is why you're struggling to do it again, but you are capable of it, and I think it's super exploitative.
But it's like, I paid $100 to get my birth chart read.
Yeah. That's on the cusp for me also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that $100 was like, whether you believe in astrology or not, for me, I got so much validation about myself. Say what you want about it. I got so much validation about myself, my characteristics, and the way that I should move forward in the world, that that was worth $100 to me. So paying however much, 50 quid or whatever, to work with a love coach, even if she says, you're doing all the right things, go forth and fall in love, then that's worth 50 quid to me. And I know my friends could tell me that for free, but I want it from a third party.
I understand why you want it, and I don't think my argument is to be like, you shouldn't want it. I just don't think it should exist as a thing. Like, I don't think anybody is incapable.
Okay, I've placked now, because you know I'm going to make a point. So, we both had naked photo shoots with Alex.
Yes, we did.
We were both
Different reasons.
We were both beautiful before those shoots, but we both felt beautiful, more beautiful after the shoots, for a body confidence shoot.
Yeah.
So what if I just feel can do boys, but what if I can deal with it better after I've been to like a love confidence workshop?
I just don't think that's the same.
Well, you wouldn't, because it's not convenient for your argument.
No, it's... Hello! Wow, okay. So body confidence is a proper issue. Until you met this love coach, that's not what you were searching. You weren't searching to fix yourself.
Yeah, I was.
No, you weren't.
I was too scared to tell you around the pool the other day when you said, what are you thinking? I was thinking, I think my mantra for this next month is going to be open for love, and what if I prioritise love like I prioritise my career?
Well, then do that. Why are you paying for somebody to tell you to do that? It's obvious what you need to do to be able to fall in
But
love.
how do I prioritise love like I prioritise my career? I meet men,
You make
and then I don't like any of them. Or I do, and I fly halfway around the world to say I love you, and then they don't say it back. It's just
Laura, you meet them and then you just don't tell them how you feel. There's that one as well, isn't there? So this is the thing. Laura has met many men, many men.
I thought you were going to get specific
No,
there. I'm like,
no,
you could watch this! No!
No, Laura's met many men, right? Since we have been friends for under a year, mind. And in that year, she has met many men, and one or two of them you have had strong feelings for, right? And they haven't been reciprocated in the same way that you wanted them to be. But all the other men...
Because I picked the wrong ones.
All the other men...
I picked the wrong ones.
No, you didn't pick the wrong ones. You didn't pick the wrong ones.
If I've averaged one a month since I met you, say, 12 men in 12 months. No, that's too many. Alright, one every few months. Say there's been like 6 men in the past year.
Yeah.
Right, and say the one I fixated on was the exact one that I should not have fixated on because he was not emotionally available. Like, what kind of... I like set myself up to fail. Why didn't I
that's got nothing to do with you. That's to do with them not being available. That's to do with them not being available.
Yeah, but it's my responsibility not to waste my energy on the ones
but
that
you
aren't available.
also know the ones. You know the ones that are available. You know the ones that you do like. You just choose not to say anything. So it's very simple. You just say something.
Well, maybe I want to work with a love coach who's going to help me figure out ways to do that.
I think it's very interesting that you would choose to spend your money on something like that when you have the answers yourself. And again, with the astrology thing, is that what it is?
Astrology?
Yeah, like with your birth chart reading. I think, like, no, I mean, fine. But again, all it did was tell you that you were right.
I believe I already have all of the answers that I need for my best, happiest, most magnificent life. and that I believe we all do, and that this journey is just about removing all of the layers so we get back to our absolute ultimate truth.
But isn't
and
it?
I think we peel back those layers through educating ourselves. The way that I like to educate myself, in the same way that I'll watch a film or read a book, sometimes that's about workshops where I don't expect that I'm going to come away with like a how to fall in love with the next guy that I meet. I don't, that's not even what I want. But I would like to develop more honest and open and vulnerable relationships. So in the same way that I would watch a film and maybe take one moment from that film and be like, oh my God, remember when he did this, she did that. In a workshop, if I come away with like one nugget of information that helps me in the future or informs...
Yeah, but you pay like a £5 for a film. Like, it's a lot of money for somebody to tell you what you already know. And I just think falling in love should be a natural process. It shouldn't be an active thought. Oh, well, if I apply these rules, then I'm going to find the man of my dreams. That's absolute bullshit. Like, it is. And it should be authentic and it should be magical and a mystery, and every single person should be different.
And I agree 100%. I would just like the tools necessary to get out of my own way to do all of those things that you just said.
But I don't think that that's directly down to love. I think that's something that you would see a therapist for, not somebody who thinks they specialise in love because they've fallen in love.
Well, then maybe the deal should be that I go and do it and then report back to you.
There's no deal. You do exactly what you want. We thought it was a really interesting discussion because most of the time Laura and I are championing each other and saying, I totally agree with what you're saying, and sisterhood and all that jazz. And actually, the reason why we have such a good friendship is that we don't agree on everything and we're completely different people.
Sometimes Megs is wrong. Friendship just has to
Go through that
punch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I would really like to know what you guys think, because I think a lot of people are going to be on Laura's side. I think a lot of people are going to think that it's a great idea.
Yeah, whereas I think a lot of people probably think that I'm being totally and utterly ridiculous.
Well, they will. Like, there'll be a good proportion for both of us. But I thought it was a nice discussion point. What do you guys think about
falling in love?
Falling in love organically, or paying somebody to give you the answers? Because that's essentially what you're doing.
Also, I do think we're missing a trick when we say, if you do know anybody, will happily let me travel the world and not give me shit about needing to move to Bali or go to India to be a yoga teacher, and who is also magnificent in bed, that would be marvellous.
Apply within.
Apply within.
Yeah.
That was gross. I have to go now.